Hey, welcome back to another edition of Babyface Brew Review. My name is Alex. I'll be walking you guys and gals through this review for the next few minutes here today. As you can tell by the label on the bottle, we're going to Lagunitas Brewing Company out of Petaluma, California, Chicago, Illinois, and soon to be Azusa, California as well. This is a limited release from them in 2018. This is their dry hopped censored ale, which is an amber. They call it a rich copper ale, basically just dry hopped up. And if we know Lagunitas at all, we know it's going to be hoppy to begin with. Censored I've had many a times. They actually pulled it from year-round distribution. I think they probably replaced it with either Aunt Sally or 12th of Never, and now something easy ale. I think, just with the IPA craze and kind of going in different directions in terms of offering a greater array of beers in terms of the style. This one they probably saw a little lack of sales, I think, compared to some of their others, and obviously putting Hop Stupid into a year-round offering might have changed that dynamic as well. But regardless, Lagunitas, one of my favorite brewers. Actually, they sent me this today, so thank you to you guys at Lagunitas Brewing Company. Nobody brings the value like you, regardless if you're owned by Heineken or whatnot. So discussion, argument for another day. Lagunitas, definitely one of my go-to breweries for sure, always in my fridge. Dry Hop Censored is a amber ale, like I said, clocks in 6.7% alcohol by volume, 35 IBUs. In regards to the accolades of this beer, I do not have anything from Beer Advocate. From what I do have on Untappd is 3.84 caps out of 5 from just 235 reviews. So very, very limited in terms of that. They're using 4 different hop varietals in here. They're using Centennial, Chinook, Simcoe, and Citra. So really, really cool stuff there. Other than that, not really much more to talk about other than drinking this beer, smelling it, tasting it, and seeing how it feels. So let's get into the Dry Hop Censored by Lagunitas Brewing Company. So you'll see some of the styrofoam came off of that from the packaging. This beer, by the way, was bottled on the 348th day of 2017, which puts at December 14th. Today's time of recording is January 26th, so we're just over a month old, but Lagunitas beer has held up very, very well, so, in terms of freshness, it's still really, really fresh. Beautiful clarity to this. Amber, kind of brass, brass-colored hues. Really beautiful clarity, actually. I can see you right through there. I've been drinking a bunch of New England-style IPAs lately, so kind of refreshing to see my reflection and everything that's going on in there. Really nice, frothy, finger and a half worth of head. Tightly compact bubbles, soap sudsy towards the top. Just kind of like a beige color. A little more than off-white eggshell, I would say. I don't really see much carbonation streaming up from this bad boy, by the way. But really nice beer in the glass. Let's get into a smell and aroma. Really nice, like bready, kind of like toffee sweetness, caramel sweetness coming off of this. I get more into the hops now. I get some grapefruit, that Lagunitas grapefruit quality you always get in a lot of their beers, whether it's, IPA, New Dogtown, Pale Ale, Hop Stupid, it's very prominent in there. But I definitely do get that. Also get some like nice orange pith, some earthiness, maybe a touch of like musty, woody quality to this. Maybe a little hint of tropical fruit. Some pine, herbally hop notes. Yeah, really nice smelling stuff. All right, let's dive in. Cheers, prost, whatever the hell you want to call it. This is the Censored Dry Hopped Rich Copper Ale from Lagunitas Brewing Company. That's nice. I haven't had Censored in a long time. It's probably been about, almost a year and a half, 2 years, probably 2 years. I mean, they pulled it from a year-round offering, might have been a year or two ago. So I just haven't had it in a while, but this is really nice. This is better than Censored in my opinion. The dry hopping is really, really nice. I remember Censored, it was very kind of, this has still got a nice malt bill to it, no doubt about it. That was definitely more malt forward, Censored was. But the dry hopping levels out the sweetness in the beer. I can tell you that right now. So up front, I get this nice caramel, bready, toffee. There's almost like a like a biscuity sweetness in there too. I wouldn't say it's so much more like toasted or roasted like you can get in some of the amber ales and red ales, but it's very, very nice in terms of that like toffee caramel biscuity sweetness. Really, really nice. It's not like the hot, like the kindling or kilning. Excuse me. It hasn't been overkilled. It's not roasty. It's not burnt. But it's a perfect balance and a perfect level of that. Then middle of the mouth, you get more of that orange zest coming out. That grapefruit note. That red grapefruit note. You also get some really nice pine notes as well. I think it finishes with this herbally, going back to that woody, forest flory like bitterness, but it's not overwhelming. And it's funny to me that they've kept the IBU so low with the dry hopping that they've done. I know, like with Chinook, it has a higher, alpha acidic level. I think they're also using Simcoe. You definitely get some of the Simcoe. It has kind of a dankness. It's like the closest hop that's related to cannabis in a sense there. So you definitely get some of that herbaceous kind of musty woodiness coming out at the end. The Citra definitely highlighting that grapefruit and orange zest middle of the mouth there, but really, really nice stuff. I'm going to take another sip because yeah, just really nice all across the board. Yeah. Toffee, bready, biscuity sweetness, grapefruit, orange zest, herbal notes, maybe like a touch of like a pineapple or something, a little bit of a tropical fruit, but it's very, very subtle. It's more dominated by the citrus, the pine, the herbaceousness of this beer. I think my favorite part of this beer is the mouthfeel and the balance of it. It is so well balanced that it makes it super drinkable for 6.7%. I mean, I'm already halfway through this beer, and it drinks like a 6% beer, but it still holds that mouthfeel of, like a low 7% beer in terms of the velvety smoothness of it. So with all that said, I think the feel it's a medium. It's a medium to lightish mouthfeel, but more on that side of medium. Nice moderate carbonation, kind of lighter carbonation. Keeps it very, very drinkable, very smooth, very, very balanced, very clean as well. I think the other thing, some of the Lagunitas beers, you kind of get this resiny, kind of sticky bitterness to them, which I love, don't get me wrong, but this just keeps it so drinkable throughout, and it really holds up. The beer finishes really well. It doesn't die off. It's not watery at all in a sense. Nice dry finish. I think it's better in terms of Censored. Censored's a little sweeter than the dry hop version. So with all that said and considered, awesome balance from this beer. Really nice hop quality, really nice malt base. I'm going to go at a 90. I think it's an A- beer, B+. I'm going to give it an A-. I think for the value that you get, the availability of this beer, how well it's crafted, it gets a 90 from me. So 90 from me, but that's all matters. It matters what you guys and gals think. So you can let me know by leaving all those comments in the section down below. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let's go back and forth on the jargon here. What beers do I have that you guys might want to trade for? Ask me. What beers that you guys want to leave in the comment section that you have that we could trade back and forth? So let me know. You guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. I say it every single time, and I absolutely mean it from the bottom of my heart. So until next time, cheers, Prost. We'll see y'all again on Bayface Brew Review.